figure it out there for a second.
Yeah, and then the window, the tab disappeared, so I couldn't find it.
You're live with Ike Diaz and Flat Earth Fucker, the famous Flat Earth Fucker from Vancouver, Canada. It goes down. Ike Diaz live. What's going on, Flat Earth Fucker?
Are we live?
We're live now. Hold on.
Consistently and give you freedom that you deserve to.
Did it pop up on your end?
Hold on.
It should be up on your end already.
I'm trying to check.
I gotta see my link to my other couple moderators real quick, because we should get a couple crazies in here. You know how it goes. It's giving me this new message that it says that It's giving me the new message that it says that
Ike. Hey, bro. Yeah, I don't. It says nobody's on the call. So, yeah, I saw you for a little bit, and I was trying to figure out shit in my end, and then it's gone. I'm live. No, I've never had that issue. How? Yeah, I'm live. Yo, man, I'm live. Taking over Ike Diaz's YouTube channel. What's up? What's up, Sheldon? Okay, what do I got to do here? What do I press? This has never happened on Google's Hangouts. Okay. Invite. Oh, that's a screen share. Cancel. Oh. Opening. I don't. Usually there's a place when I do the Hangout for me to invite people, but I don't see it because you invited me on here. Hangouts. What happened here? Close this. Share the link permanently. Okay, here. I don't have you on any other thing, but I got you on my phone. Let me see if I can email this to myself, and then I'll send it to you. I'll email it. Well, have you had people on your show before?
a bunch of times, but I never had to.
There you are. You're back.
There we go. I don't know if it's the right link. Yeah, there we go.
We're live now. I see you.
Yeah, that's weird. That's the weirdest thing. We got it though. We got it, man. Right on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, let's get it going. Focker, you ready?
Well, I need about 3 minutes here. Let me just get this all sorted out. You address the chat, and then I'll be back in a minute.
What's that? What'd you say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna say hello to everybody real quick. Hold on. I'll talk to you in a second.
Yeah, okay. I'll be back.
Hello everybody in the chat. Hello, what's going on? Let's see. Could you guys hear me? Could you guys even hear me? Wow, this is weird. Could you hear me out there?
No, I can hear shit on the TV right here. On the computer screen. I'm looking it up on my phone.
Could you hear me out there? It's working. I'm just like what's up? What's going on? Could you guys hear me in the chat? This is weird. This was weird from the scratch because it was making me do some other weird, crazy stuff. Let's see if I pop that off, pop that back on, pop the video on.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, but I gotta be able to hear Flatter Focker. There it goes. It is my headphones, guys. Hold on just a second. Technical difficulties over here on my end. It's technical difficulties on my end. Flatter Fucker will be joining us live. Let me hit the chat real quick because I have to skip over and say hello to everybody real quick. Mic check 1 2 1 2. There we go. Mic check. Now I got it. I got it good out here now. Híjole, this was a hard one to start. This was a hard one to start. FE Monday. Make sure you tag, if you're in the chat, make sure you tag hashtag FE Monday because we are the FE movement. Excuse me, you guys know what goes down. So real quick, just me, one of my moderators. You're awesome. I know you're a moderator for like 20 people already. I'm glad you're always here with me. Shout out to Gina, Susan, Jazzy. She's my other moderator. She'll be here in a minute. Team FE. Make sure you're here because I hope you get back. Jazzy Barajas, Charlie Sheen, Looking Glass, Blues Clues. I'm naming all yours, Kara. Ike Diaz, live. Flatter, Focker, the homie, all the way from Canada. We go live. It was crazy because it kicked me off and then it brought me back. Is the weirdest thing. I thought I switched it to Flatter Focker side. I really did. Shout out to stopping traffic in my Rasta hat. Yo, man. Yo, I've seen you before. In other chats, man. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for stopping by with me and Flatter Focker tonight. I'm still sharing a few things out because I have a couple more people that were supposed to be here already. So and then me and Flatter Fucker, we're gonna get into our discussion here in a second. We're gonna get down and dirty with our
Hey, bro. I left my vape in the car. I gotta run down and get it in the underground.
Oh, you need your vape, man. You can't miss that.
All right, I'll be back.
I already know, bro. Excuse me. Out here, Colorado allergies, guys. He's talking about his vape. The reason I can't see is I ain't got my glasses on. Voila. Now I can see you guys. Just sending it with just a couple quick Anybody else join the chat over there? Kira? I also got Kira. She's in our chat too. I don't know. Kira, did you pop in under Kira? Oh. Hashtag FE Monday. So make sure you put hashtag FE Monday if you join in right now. I'm not looking at the chat right now, but make sure to put hashy FE Monday. That's what we're trying to do here. Me and Flat Earth Focker, we're gonna get into what the heck? It's not letting me write in the chat either. What the heck? Did you see my chat? Did you see it come up in the chat? Okay, yeah, it's FE Monday. It's not. Oh, okay. Come on, brains. Oh, there's more people in the chat. I'm sorry, I didn't see you guys. Flatter Hawaii. A Ronin frequency channel. What's up, Nicholas? What's going on? Sorry, guys, I didn't scroll down. The Mind of Manny. Right on, guys. I appreciate it. Cheers to Hawaii. Cheers to Hawaii. A Ronin quantum frequency channel. You're awesome. Thank you for being here tonight. We're still waiting on Focker to get back. He went to go get his his vape. Everybody knows about Focker and the vape. He don't go on live unless he got his vape. Everybody knows what's up. Crazy Focker. Me and Focker, we get into chats and I'm like, what's up, Focker? What's up, Focker? Everybody hold tight, stand by. I'm gonna make a real quick You're live at Ike Diaz live with my special guest, Flat Earth Fucker, on FE Monday. It goes down. I know there's a lot of censorship going around on the FE movement, but hey, we got to keep it moving and grooving regardless. No, I'm here. I just had to make a real quick stop, Focker. I had to make a real quick bathroom stop. Hey, Charlie Scene. Hey, Dominic. McCay. Thanks for stopping by. He's saying what's up to Focker, but I'm saying hello to everybody.
What's up? I'm here.
Okay, we're back. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. I'm gonna send you a text real quick though, Focker. Just a separate kind of deal.
Okay.
Just so you have a heads up. I'm gonna send it from my work phone.
Kyra, Dominic's in the house. What's up, Dominic? You coming Saturday?
And Saturday's the march, ain't it?
Wow, we're doing some activism. I don't know if it's a march.
Oh, because it's on the 23rd, correct?
No, what day is Saturday? 22nd,
okay.
I think.
Maybe next Saturday is what I'm thinking about, right? That's when you want to go out there with you guys?
5. It's this weekend. I'm gonna go out Saturday. I don't know if I'm gonna go out on Sunday the 23rd. So Saturday the 22nd.
So for everybody who's listening, we both got off work late. We were talking about doing like one about 5 or 6 p.m. and it ended up being midnight. So I apologize to everybody who's waiting at 5 or 6 p.m. because that's the original time we were talking about originally.
Hey, Ronan's in the house. You already said hi to most of the people in the chat. Sheldon's here. Nicholas. Charlie Sheen. Is that one of yours?
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
You got Charlie.
I said hi to everybody. Everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I missed anybody, I'll go back and say hi to you. But
Flat Earth Data.
Oh,
Flat Earth Data. You come in on Saturday, Flat Earth Data? I don't know. Hopefully I'll show up. Dominic said he's gonna try to come.
Yeah, I was gonna do it live last night, but Flat Earth Data had a really good live last night, so I stood on with him till I went to bed last night. He went on live last night, so I stood on listening to him. So if you didn't get to check out Flat Earth Data's live last night, I'll put it in my description so that everybody can go by and check it out because he really put some good information out there, guys. Some excellent information. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna start out with I was just helping my daughter with hey, you're welcome. Thank you, Flat Earth Data. I just saw you had a great broadcast last night. I'll make sure it's in my description. You're in my description night before last. So I'll tell a real quick story, Flat Earth Focker. I know we only have a short time because we both got a what you call, but Flat Earth Data was with me when I only had 4 subscribers. Honest truth. And he was probably with you at the same time when you first started the channel, huh?
Flat Earth Data just joined me a little while ago, couple months ago, actually, as far as I know.
Yeah, he started with me. I only had 4 subscribers. It was my godmother. I just lost your voice.
You lost my voice?
Oh, your voice was. Oh, it's back. It's back. No, it was like you know how they always say only your mom listens to your girlfriend and your kids. When I only had 4 subscribers, that's the way it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Flat Earth Data was there. Flat Earth Data he was the one that defended me when I got hit by bots so many times, and they stood in the chat. They defended me the whole way through. You know what I mean?
Nice.
As far as being a part of the Flat Earth movement, So we'll get into this real quick here. I was hey Oregon D, how you doing? What's up? Thanks for stopping by. We got new people in and out. I'll try to adjust everybody before we go.
Who's watching the TV screen in the other room that you got us playing on?
I got a what?
The TV screen behind you. Who's watching?
Oh, I mirror it while I'm on so I can make sure it's playing.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes I don't want it to cut out because my what you call it box is in the I'm in my office and the what you call it box is in the other room. So I don't want it to so I keep it mirroring so I can see that we're still going live. You know, we're live. You know what I mean? Because it'll keep playing over here, but it'll cut out on us while we're live. My internet connection is it's an oddball internet connection, man. So
all right, bro.
Well, what I wanted to get into, Flatter Fucker, is the beginning, man. Is the beginning. I know you talked about 3 years ago, and I'm in the same boat as 3 years ago. How did it hit you 3 years ago? How did this all just smack you? I know this is Flatter smacking too tonight. You know what I'm saying?
How did it all hit me, man? Dude, I was I was I'd been busy with life for several years, and for some reason I started watching Illuminati in the entertainment industry again in about the fall of fall of 2015. And then, so a lot of those feeds were coming. I was looking into like Satanism and all that kind of stuff in Hollywood. Um, you know, the hand signs and whatever that involves. I can't, And then it was then in the early part of 2016, um, I'd clicked on the Holo hoax and Sandy hoax, and right from there were so many of those fake psyops happening in early 2016, and I just got consumed with like, wow, the media is lying to me. Like this is crazy. Like, okay, it's one thing when there's, you sell your soul for fame, right? And I'm kind of looking at these celebrities, movie stars and singers, etc., that sold their soul to the devil, or so I thought at that time. And that now I'm finding out that, like, the news is lying to us, that people aren't dying in these mass events. I was just like
Yeah,
consumed by it.
let's be careful about that. But I know where you're going. I know where you're headed.
Yeah, so all of our early part, first 6 months of 2016 is when I was just like trying to deprogram myself and just get a grasp on, just that aspect of our reality and what we're told. And I saw some flat Earth videos would pop up on my screen, but I remember I was listening to Zachary Hubbard a lot and exposing by the numbers, all these events. And I remember he said flat Earth was a psyop, so I didn't bother clicking on any flat Earth videos until about June of 2016. And I watched an Eric Dubay video, and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell? Like, this guy makes a lot of sense." He kind of resonated with me, but my cognitive dissonance, um, I just shut out flat Earth. I go, "No, this can't be true. This conspiracy is way too big." I wasn't ready to handle like the globe lie. But I kept getting the suggestions on the right hand side, and about a month later, I clicked on another video, Eric Debate video. By the end of that one, I was like, shit. Like, what really got me was the lack of curvature, mile squared times 8 inches. I was like, if this is real, there can't be a globe. We can't be living on a globe. But again, my cognitive dissonance, I pushed flat Earth to the side um, until about August 2016 when I just decided to, it was something was festering inside of me about this lie and the flat Earth truth. And from August 2016, it was just like, boom, I spent a whole week just going down the rabbit hole, just video after video, just deprogramming myself. And I came out of that going, holy shit, I don't live on a ball Earth, and NASA's lying. The Earth has to be flat. And then it was like waking up from mind control. Like, it was just like, I couldn't talk to anybody. I was looking around me all around me at the people, the world, my life. And it was kind of like, fuck, I just was coming out of like some kind of mind control, some kind of hypnosis, some harsh drug trip I was coming out of. And yeah, I mean, that's how it hit me, man. And for a month, I didn't know how to talk to people until I finally did start bringing it up to people. And I thought flat Earth, the globe lie, would be the answer to end all the shit in our world and all the lies and corruption and government and enslavement and taxation, all of that stuff. And here we are 3 years later. We're in the same fucking boat, Ike.
Yeah.
So in August, September of 2016, I thought, boy, in 6 months, people are going to be waking up to this lie. This is, I did it. People are going to see that the globe is nonsense. That means our education system is a lie, and people are going to uncover all these other lies. I was like, within 6 months, the whole world's going to wake up. This is like the greatest awakening in mankind's history, and we're gonna have heaven on earth in 6 months to a year. That's how optimistic I was when I woke up to flat Earth. Like, once I really accepted flat Earth, and yeah, that's how it hit me, man. It was kind of like waking up from serious hypnosis, some kind of a dream, some kind of a mind control, like all of that, a bit of each one of those, and like all of that combined.
Let me ask, let me ask you an out of the way question, because I went through this, and my first thing, everybody talks about, you go through the shock, the anger, the depression. The depression lasted with me. It's still with me. How do you feel about that?
The depression, it subsided. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when you live in a certain state for a while, the emotions subside. Think of it like a storm, like a big storm, like heavy waves. We gotta, what do you gotta, what's the word I'm looking for? We gotta go through that storm, right? Like all our emotions are just up and down, and there's anger and all of that and depression. But, after being in that state, like you're still in that state, but not so reactionary, after a certain period of time. And I don't know what that time is. I think it's different for individual people. So, your length of time is different than mine. I think mine's longer than most people because it took me a while for that, to be in that state and accept that I've been lied to and not just be completely angry and depressed at the same time about it, like you say.
Yeah, what I did was, the other day, 3 or 4 days ago, I sat down with Coffee House and we had a long conversation, and we both he sat down and he told me that I have to break out of it. I have to go out and still do the jobs that I do, because I travel, I do shows. I'm still part of this industry that I don't want to be part of, but I still have to feed my family, so um, me and him had a talk, because I felt like that. I felt like if I kept pursuing the career that I knew that I'm never going to be a mainstream artist, that I shouldn't be doing it anymore. But on the other hand, this is the work that I've done since I was 14 years old. There's no change in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, in the music industry?
Yeah, in the music industry.
No, that's never going to change. That's set up to be the way it is. I'm
Yeah.
accepting that all of life is just set up to be the way it is. Like, we gotta, I gotta find an individual answer for myself in how to navigate through these lies, right? Like I keep going down certain roads and thinking that's the road. And I think that's just a life experience. We need to experience different aspects of life. And when we realize we're going down maybe not the right road we should be going down, it's time to change directions, right? Change our
Yeah.
trajectory.
Yeah,
And
but along the way is, I've been able to feed my family through this, through being in the music business for so long, and I know people will sit here and say, well, you've been exposed to the Baphomet, you've been exposed to all these different things. I did come from the music business to flat Earth, where a lot of people go to flat Earth and then they go to the music business because of flat Earth. Well, for me, it was the opposite situation.
um, really, well, I mean, you could take your musical talents and start writing truth songs. I mean, that's huge right now. So many people are making, music, and speaking the truth, exposing the lies with music.
I'm
Write some
I'm I'm
hard hitting
actually working
lyrics.
on that now. I'm actually working on that now, man. I'm working on new songs, and I have 4 songs done already
Truth songs?
that are just completely true songs, and I'll send them to you unedited before I even put them out.
Oh,
That way you could hear them.
I'd appreciate that, man.
Yeah. And it's something, if people could YouTube Ike Dog, and you'll see I have over 200 tracks on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, you name it. I'm all over the place. You know what I mean?
Wow.
videos. There's videos. There's everything. I've been in movies before. So,
So what do
but
you
I
do?
was,
You rap or what do you do?
yeah. I said I'm a rap star, but I joke around with that stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm not on the main. I'm 41 years old now. I'm older now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like a lot of once you can make it this long in the music business, you end up just staying in. It's a hustling business. You gotta keep moving it. Hustling's not a bad word. Everybody hears the word hustling, but it's not a bad word as long as you do it legitimately. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hustling just means working hard, man. That's all it means. I mean,
Yeah.
it can mean like scamming people as well, like hustling that way.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
lot of
I'm not
hustlers.
talking like that. I'm talking about, I go out hustle. I do these shows. I might be gone for. We used to go on tour for like 4 months at a time, man.
Wow.
And I realized looking back, the airplane flights we took, those were curvature windows, and at 30,000 feet. Now that we know, I got airplane pilots that I know. Um, they really don't know that the Earth is flat or spherical just because their telemetry doesn't say it. You know what I mean?
No,
Because they have to adjust for the plane is driving.
so yeah, I mean, some people fly so much, but we never think about it. That's how strong the brainwashing is. Like, you look out the window and you just think, oh, the Earth is so big. I think the curve starts from where I can see, like where the horizon is. That's what we lie to ourselves and say. That's where the curve of the Earth starts. Because we weren't taught about perspective and eyes seeing a certain distance, and didn't know that horizon rises to the eye level. So what we're actually seeing is a flat plane. And then we buy into the lie that the air is spinning with the earth. So we just think the earth's spinning and we're spinning with it. It's crazy. It's like a complete brainwashing, man.
It's definitely brainwashing, man. I say that all the time. The other thing, talking with music is that music is brainwashing because I think music is brainwashing on top of brainwashing. I think that music is mind controlling, and that's where I think a lot of people are not adjusting to because of the lies and the way the music is made. I understand how music could be brainwashing because there was a point in my life where I was making songs to get them hooked into the song, and I'm just trying to, this is some inside knowledge. I was getting them hooked into the song so they would be addicted to the song and they would play the song over. I got songs right now that you can listen to and a person will be addicted to it. Even if the song sucks, they'll be addicted and they can't stop listening to it. And same thing goes, shout out to Butcher Bill. I don't know how that's all going, you know what I mean? RIP. But Mind Playing Tricks on Me was made that way.
So you were aware of that when you were making your music. Was that in the melody then? Or the
That I was
tune?
I was taught that through the music industry when I first got my first record deal.
So I got to ask you, how's it like, how's it affecting your career being in Colorado? That's not really a hip hop capital, but I guess in this day and age, it doesn't really matter where you are, eh?
Man, I know people in little country towns that have 5,000 people and they got 1 million views on their YouTube channel.
Wow.
So, and now, according to the census, not including the immigrants, Colorado's at 7 million people, man. So, even when I was out there actively, just locally, we were at 3.5 million people. Yeah, shout out to ODD, man. Colorado puts out some good music, man. He got some great songs with K Reno too, one of the guys I grew up with. Um, he did a great song with him. You know what I mean? I see the homeboy say ODD TV. Check out the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
ODD, are you here now?
They're talking about the frequency, how he uses 432, and most of the music's using 444
Yeah,
and it messes with our frequencies, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, once you understand it, and I don't know if you've been in recording studios, but once you understand how the recording studios work, they you could see the difference in how it's, you know, I'm putting this knowledge out there, man, and I may not be I may not supposed to be putting it out there, but it is to mind control people, man. That's why I don't listen to mainstream music no more. I turned off my TV. I don't watch the news. You know what I mean? I watched Flat Earth Focker. You know what I mean? I watched. You know what I mean? Flat Earth Data. You know what I mean? I watch all the guys in our community, but I don't watch anything. I watch old cowboy shows. Is what I watch because there's little to no symbolism in there except for the 12s. The 12s always come up in those old shows, and I'm going to be doing a video on that.
Yeah, that's good. I think most of us, once we realize that media, entertainment, movies, and let's say television is a brainwashing, we lose interest in watching it because it doesn't. For most of us, myself, I can't be entertained anymore. We see through what they're showing. So it's hard to get, it's difficult to get caught up in the story and the emotions anymore because we see the brainwashing and the mind control that we are being subjected to.
We can't even go to I can't even take my kids to a space movie because because of the symbolism, the mind control, the everything that's involved in that. I can't even take my kids to it. You know what I mean? I got 8 children. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you want to go out and be. And my good thing is my kids are all flat earthers, so they're going to be teaching their kids, you know, to be a flat earther. You know, as they grow up. You know.
Well, it's pointless watching space movies now. We know it's all fucking fake, friggin' fake, right? So how can I just could never bring myself to sit and watch a space movie again. I don't know about never, but at this moment in time, I just can't subject myself to that. And I used to love space movies, Ike. Not all of them, but most of them. I love the fantasy and the desire to go to space, all that potential of space undiscovered, maybe like the beauty, like being in a Star Trek or whatever, the Enterprise, and looking out and seeing the stars and all the planets and all that. But now I'm like kind of disgusted by it, so I can't bring myself to watch space. It's because it's all pure fantasy. There's not even a shred of reality in space movies.
Look, we're about the same age, man. We grew up on Buck Rogers, on you know, nameless. I could sit here and name. Flat Earth Data just put Guardians of the Galaxy. It actually was a good movie, but Buck Rogers, you know, I can name several movies. Battlestar Galactica, you know what I mean? I was into all those shows, man. I thought it was all gonna happen. You know, in my mind, I thought it was all gonna happen. You know what I mean? So and now that we find out that we can't even leave Earth's atmosphere, how could anything even remotely to that happen? And did you see the news recently that about that they're pushing that there's a they in mainstream media they're pushing that there's aliens on the dark side of the moon now when they just said China's planting plants on that side. So you see the contradiction there?
Oh, totally. I just heard that as well. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you and I just sit back, shake our heads, and go, "How the hell do these sheep eat that shit up?"
Oh, and they do, man. They do. They eat it up like it's crazy, man. It is completely nuts how people eat that up, and and they really think they're gonna colonate Mars, man, with this guy Musk, you know. So how do you feel about that with the Musk situation?
Oh man, what would you and I do to that guy and everybody here in the chat if he was in front of our face? Right?
Part of our face? What do you mean?
If he was in front of our face, I'd like to slap that guy into next week.
Do you think he already took the the neural lace?
Do I think he did?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Have you heard of Quantum of Conscience? Have you listened to any of his stuff?
I read a book called Quantum of Conscious when I was in physics school. Physics
No,
class.
no. There's a YouTube channel, Matt McKinley. Anyways, these guys like Elon Musk, these creatures, he calls them like creatures, and I'm tending to agree that these guys. I don't know if they've taken anything, but they're just a different breed of creatures. He
They're
would
different. They're
laser you
different.
with
What?
his
What?
robot eyes. Tanner Chop in the chat is saying he would laser you with his robot eyes. So people are, he thinks he's what, an android or something like that. Tanner Chop. Yeah, the Elon Musk he's laughable. To me, he's just completely laughable. The fact that people put him up on a pedestal and think he's some genius and some entrepreneur, it's just laughable to me. I can't even relate to that level of stupidity.
I honestly think that there is what they're talking about, and I think people are already using it. The reason I think Elon Musk has is because when you listen to him, he talks in a delayed reaction. He don't talk with a direct answer. His answers are all delayed.
Okay, so you think he's what's up with him?
I think that he took the Neuralace or the neuro what the Neuralace. I think it's called the Neuralace. I think he took that Neuralace, and I think that every time he's asking a question, a hard question, I think that he waits for the answer in that Neuralace. I think it's sort of like Google. This is me talking about the way I feel about it, because there's a couple other people I think that have already done it too. I think that it's a delayed reaction because he's waiting for the answer, especially when it's a hard question. Hey, shout out to Dominic McCraig. He said he saw him smoking reefer on Rogan. You know what I mean? And you could tell that whole Rogan interview, he had delayed reactions even before he smoked the reefer. So, but there's a couple other guys that I want to name too.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I was just thinking, seeing how you feel. I'll drop some names on who I think they could be, but I just want to. I drink out of glass, everybody. No plastic, no BPIs for me. I was just going to see how you feel about the delayed reaction when Musk talks.
I haven't really sat back and analyzed what I think is causing that. Honestly, he's probably maybe he's trying to remember his lines. His script. That could be it.
So you feel it's mostly a script that's being played out when he's in interviews or
I
direct
think
contact.
I think so. Yeah, that's my opinion of these people at the top. They're just playing their role.
So now your path, your journey is more activism, and I've been doing a ton of activism ever since you guys brought this up. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not just saying you. I'm talking like D Marble, like a couple other guys that are out doing activism. The guy on the beach, I forgot his name right now. I've been doing a ton of activism. I just don't have the gigabytes in my phone right now to record everything I've been doing. How far do you think you could push this activism without getting a burnout? I think that I can't speak for anybody, but I think that one of the people that are did it kind of got a burnout because people were on him so hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who's that?
What's that?
Who was that? Was that Zoom you're talking about?
One of the guys we watch, or one of the guys that's in our community, I think he got a burnout because he only does like one video a month now, when he used to do like 3 videos a day, and he was doing hours of activism, and then all of a sudden he won't go on after there was one he was doing, and then I guess he got a little skirmish or argument, and then Now he's not putting up any videos, which I watch him daily. Or I don't get to watch him. I listen to everything because I'm working, but I listen. Like say you put out a video, I don't get to catch it. I don't get to catch it. I listen to Flat Earth Focker later. You know what I mean, with my headphones on.
Yeah, I hear you. How far can I take the activism? Well, I mean, I've realized that doing activism is not really gonna bear any fruits. Honestly, we can try, we can do activism to make ourselves feel good. We can do activism in the hopes of waking up some of our brothers and sisters, but ultimately the return on investment from what I think from activism is going to be nil, very little to nothing. So it's more for us, I think, for us to go out there and talk flat earth, and it's kind of a hopeful thing. But the reality is, it's not going to change anything.
Well, in all honesty, man, a lot of the activism I've done, people have actually responded to me and now are watching my videos and now are listening to my live streams. So I feel on my end in Colorado, I know you're in Canada. I feel on my end, I'm actually moving people over to the FE movement because I've talked to several people, and I'm in person I'm a persuasive talker. You know what I mean? Like to be in the music business this long, you have to be able to talk to people, and 9 out of 10 people are going to tell you no, but that 10 person is always going to tell you yes. And that's why I think a lot of people who do activism, they stop right away because they can't take the rejection. See, I've been in the music business so long, I've been rejected 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 times. I lost count how many times I've been rejected. So it's easy for me to accept the rejection and keep moving on. So that's why I think I've turned more people over to the FE movement than I think a lot of other people that are just doing now activism, that are just getting into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you've had success, and people that you've actually talked to and red pilled have actually taken the red pill and have decided to show some interest, and rather than just putting it on the back, like hiding it, sweeping it back under the rug, and saying, well, it doesn't matter the shape of the earth. So I commend you for that. I mean, if there are people that you've woken up and they're walking along with you. I just have not experienced that myself personally. So
The only thing I ask you is don't give up on it, fucker. Don't give up because, like I said, 9 out of 10 people will tell you no. You know what I mean?
well, I'm not going to give up on it. Like, how do you give up on truth? Like,
Yeah.
how do I start having a conversation with someone about lies? No, I can't give up on the truth. So it's not about giving up on activism or giving up on flat earth. I mean, that's not even a question.
Yeah.
It's just after 2 years of talking openly about it and putting information in people's minds, getting them to question their way of thinking and their religious cult beliefs, I just haven't seen any results. Does that mean I'm going to quit? No, I'm not going to quit because we need to. I feel I do need to be speaking the truth. I'm not going to sit there and start talking about Beyonce. You know what I mean? So
I don't know anything about Beyonce. Just people think she's has different personalities. That's the only thing I can say about that. But that's out of my question. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So, some people are like, oh, you better not quit. No, it's not a matter of quitting. It's just being more chill about doing activism, right? Like just understanding, like, okay, I'll talk to people and
Yeah.
having the discernment to know who to pursue, helping out, giving information to, helping lift the veils for certain people because some people are their veils are most people their veils will never lift, right? I don't think they have the ability to see the truth and live in truth. They just don't.
Yeah, definitely, man. All I said was, I know you'll never give up on the FE movement. What I was saying was, don't give up on the activism, because it takes a long time for people to, back in the '90s, I had to sell CDs and tapes, man. That's how it was, man. Like, that's why activism is so easy for me. That's why I can go out and talk to 500. I know you're tired. I'm wiped out. We both got off work late, but that's why I can go out and talk to 500 people, dude, and have no problem with being rejected by 495 of them. You know what I mean? Because I know 5 of them are going to listen to me, and they're going to understand exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah.
So that's why in all honesty, I thank you for encouraging me, because when I do see your flat smacking, I do go out there and I do get it done.
Well, that's good, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I hear that a lot. People say, when I talk to people, that inspires them to do the same thing. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here. Um, I just keep it like trying to keep it at the realistic level, right? Yeah, I encourage activism. I encourage talking to everybody about flat Earth. Everybody should have flat Earth shirts, and if you can, write it on your car. Have some stickers, cards if you can afford them, and hand those out. Get some pamphlets. I encourage that. Um, we're just speaking for myself, like I mean, I run into some people that I've flat smacked, and I just have to use my discernment if I'm going to bring it up, because I just look at them as pathetic cucks. Like, why are they not approaching me to get more information, or coming to talk to me and saying, oh, yeah, I watched this 200 proofs, or I watched whatever video, and you're right, man, there's no curvature. Man, I can't believe I used to think water was sticking to a rock. When I don't get that reciprocal feedback, it's very disheartening. So, am I going to go pursue and start talking flat Earth with that person some more? No, because I realize it's a waste of my energy, right? So, try the next one. Somebody that's willing, somebody that wants to get red pill, somebody that has a thirst for truth, that doesn't want to live in deception anymore.
Hey, I want to say, man, I'm really happy. We just got a dislike, man. I never get dislikes when I'm live, so I'm all happy about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, people won't dislike my videos. I don't know what it is. I talk FE movement all the time, flat Earth, and people just don't dislike my videos. I get a lot of likes on stuff, and I was all happy right now when I saw it.
Oh, well, I'm glad I was here for your first thumbs down.
While I'm live, I get thumbs down later, but this is the first one while I'm live. You know what I mean? So I'm like all excited, dude. Like, yay! I think I might have had one or two, but this is cool that I got one while we're on together. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Because I get a lot of likes, and I think people think they're not real, but people really like it. I guess, you know what I'm saying. But I'm fine. I finally got one while I'm live doing a really good interview, or a really good broadcast, not interview, but a live stream with you. You know what I mean? So, but I do got a couple more questions. I know you're kind of wiped out, and I'm kind of wiped out myself, man. I got to give me some rest. I gotta be back. I gotta be back in at 5. I don't know what time you go in, but I gotta be back.
5? You got to go back in 5 in 3
Yeah, I gotta be
hours?
back because I was supposed to get off at 5 o'clock. Remember we talked about it,
Yeah, yeah.
and I didn't get home till 10, and then I had to leave to get my daughter because she needed help with her calculus. So I had to help her with her calculus, and and then she left, and then I finally got to get on to do the show with you. You know what I mean?
And you got to be back up in 3 hours?
Oh yeah, I'm used to it, man. I'm used to it,
Wow.
man. I do easy hard work. That's what I call it.
Easy hard work.
Easy hard work, man. So I know you just booked your ticket for November, man. That's my birthday. I'm trying to get my ticket booked as soon as possible. How do you feel about the convention coming up this year?
Oh, what a loaded question. I'm excited. I mean, I've got the ticket booked. I've got a place to stay. One of my subscribers has offered me a room in his house. Trevor, shout out to Trevor Prather.
Shout out Trevor.
Yeah, so I mean, it's taken care of. I don't have to, like last year, I didn't know I was going to go or not go until I think just 2 months before the conference is when I bought my ticket. So this just puts things at ease for me. I'm excited to go see my flat Earth friends from all over North America and Europe and England, and hang out with them again. So I mean, I'll leave it at that. That's all I'm going for is to meet people and hang out with them and socialize. I'm not going there to watch any presentations and you know be starstruck by big flat earthers. No, I mean everybody's a normal, just your average person that just happens to have some, you know, lots of YouTube subscribers. That's about it. We're all in the same boat, we're all equal. You, me, everybody in the chat. So yeah, I'm going to socialize. And I said that last year as well. And it's like David Weiss says, it's just a big meetup. And that's what I'm going for, man. 500 flat earthers, just the energy, the vibration of those 2 3 days being around with, you know, like-minded people. It's just amazing.
That's the only reason I want to go is because I want to hang out with you. I want to hang out with other people that have like-minded ideas that I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm going for. So I mean, if some people want to go there and listen to the presentations, you're going to be disappointed. Honestly, you're going to go there and you're going to sit in your seat. You're going to shell out all this money for tickets. And this is not a diss to Robbie Davidson. I think Robbie's doing a great job putting these conventions on and trying to bring the community together in the way that he knows best. But my honest opinion is, um, you'll probably be disappointed if you have all the knowledge and you're watching all the YouTube videos, you're catching everything, as it comes out, all the information. I guess the first time you're going there, that's something you would want to do, and that's fine. All I know is, for me, the last two conventions, three, excuse me, three conventions with the Canadian one. It's all about hanging out with people. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I know. I see. I have a group of about 40, maybe 50 people that are flat earthers out here in Colorado, and I want to start doing like meetups with them. I just haven't had the time to set anything up, but I will. That's a goal I have. And I want heliocentric enthusiasts to come to these meetings too, so we can hear their side of the story. The other thing that I've brought up and I've left it in chats is, um, they're always complaining to us about bringing our model to the table after everything that's been put out with Neo and the fake science guy Bill Nye. It's time for the heliocentric enthusiasts to come and start showing us a model of their globe, because if Neil's saying that it's pear shaped, if they're saying that it's oblate, there's not a real model of the Earth, and that's the way I feel. That I'm just throwing in here in our conversation real quick.
Yeah, I mean, we all have different ideas about what should happen. I know there's a question here by somebody said,
Oh yeah, I was.
Flat Earth Kid says, don't you think these conventions are just a flat Earth cash cow? Um, possibly. I talked to my friend Jason from California as well. I mean, the amount of money 500 people are going to bring into that area in terms of car rentals, hotels, restaurants, all of that stuff, we can start our own economy. And if we can all get organized on the same page, on the same wavelength, he makes a really good point. Instead of giving this money to like budget rent a car and enterprise rent a car and whatever this, what Embassy Suites Hotel and whatever chain restaurant's going to be around there, whether it's Chili's or whatever restaurants there, we're giving money back into this, American Airlines, United Airlines. We should that's money that should be for flat Earth community economy. But just to finish off, do I think it's a cash cow for Robbie? I mean, here's the thing. Before you guys make these accusations, I was talking to Joe Sativa and me today. Shout out to him. I met him at the mall. He was going to buy me a new pair of dress shoes because he saw my old ones were just fucking ripped apart. So I met him at Metrotown, and unfortunately, they didn't have my size. So thanks, Joe. And he gave me a little bit of money to go buy some dress shoes. I'm going to go to a uh, different location, different mall. But anyways, so thank you, Joe, Sativa, and me. But we were talking about this. So before people start dissing the conferences, this is what you got to do. You take 500. So let's do it right now. I'm gonna pull up my calculator. Let's just say 500
Give me
tickets.
the numbers. I'm a mathematician, man. I'll do it all for you in my head. Go ahead.
500,
Go ahead.
500
Go ahead.
people.
Yeah,
500
go ahead.
people times $200. That's 100 grand, right?
Go ahead. You go ahead. I'm letting you do it. I don't want. I don't want to throw you off. I already know what it is, but go ahead.
You know, there's 100 grand that Robbie's gonna get in revenue if he sells 500 tickets here. So what people need to do is take that money and go phone your local city and all right, Flat Earth Data saying good night.
Night, letter data. He's in a lot of my descriptions. So if you want to see his content, make sure you go to my descriptions. Also, I put Flatter Flucker and Focker in some of my descriptions. I always almost cuss when I say your name, Flatter Focker, in my some of my descriptions. So make sure if you want to see it, and the both will be in the description tonight. So after we get done, I'll make sure to post their description so you can go to their page. But thank you guys for stopping by. Flatter Data, you're awesome. He's been with me since I had 4 subscribers. So thank you.
Nice. Nice. So you take that 100 grand and you start figuring out what it's going to cost. Call the big hotel and ask to book the conference room or convention room and then call audio, video, AV, place, how much it's going to cost to have somebody come and film a conference for 2 days and have a staff of whatever 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people there. How many it's going to take? How many cameras you need? 2, 3, 4 cameras you want it there. You start adding up all these expenses, and then you'll be left with, well, how much is left after all these expenses? Then he's got to pay for the hotel rooms for a lot of the speakers. Maybe he's paying for their flights now. I don't know if he is or not. And then you got to factor in how many hours he's put in to organize this conference. And then you figure what's a good rate that he should pay himself. Yeah, it's 100K, Carl. Yeah, we said that. And some people make good points. Why hold it at a hotel? Why do this? But here's the thing, like, we can all criticize what somebody's doing and how somebody's organizing these conferences. But that's the person that's organizing these conferences. Until someone steps up that has the time, the energy, and then you got to put deposits down. So think of the first conference. Like, Robbie had to put probably money out of his own pocket to put deposits on, like, to book all of these things and book an audio video team of I don't know how many people he had in Raleigh, maybe 6, 7 people there, or maybe even more, and then all the video editing that needs to be done maybe after the fact. So I mean, Carl's saying, well, he profits 90K. Well, I don't think so. I think there's a lot of expenses, more than 10 grand out of that. So he might pocket, let's just say 30, 40, 50 grand. But let's just say he did 1 year of work, 5 hours a day, or he did 3 hours a day. So you add up those hours and then you see what he's left with. That's what people forget. They just think these things are put together with the snap of a finger. That's why nobody else is doing them. That's why nobody else is holding a conference, because they're not easy to do. I mean, yeah, there's people that tried to do one, I think, in Australia or New Zealand. Maybe they had one, some smaller ones. I know they're doing the European ones, but talk to them. It's a lot of stress and it's a lot of work. It's not something you do on a weekend and you have a huge conference, world, you're doing an international conference. So I don't know. That's just my take on it until somebody steps up rather than criticizing and says, hey, I'm going to do a flat earth conference the right way. Well, let's see it. Do it the right way, you know?
I think he is doing it the right way, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not. I've been throwing. I haven't done it in over 10 years, but I've been throwing conferences out here. But they've been music conferences. So half the time you don't make any money on these conferences, and I've had 2,000 to 4,000 people show up to these things. And like I said, half the time after you pay out everything, after you pay out all the bills, you don't for the most part don't really make any money. I'm just going to be honest with people.
Well, that's the thing. People have to do the math. It's easy to speculate and say, wow, 100 grand, that's a lot of money. He's going to pocket 60 grand, 70 grand. Well, that's like ignorance talking. Actually hold a conference, actually put the work in, actually see how many hours, how long, how many hours of the day you're on the phone making phone calls and doing emails and researching and, trying to find, you know, um, find like audio video teams or whatever it is, right? Trying to
Yeah,
line up the speakers and get the dates and whatever is involved. I don't even know what's
man,
involved.
it's
I,
hard. It's
I,
hard work. I've done it all. It's hard work. Everything that he's done for those conferences, I've done them in the nice hotels. I've done them in great venues, man. And the work involved is way beyond what people think.
exactly. And somebody, so I mean, you have personal experience now. The way he runs them, like sure he does a professional job, it's pretty organized. Would I have a different theme or a different agenda? Sure I would. And people, and Dominic would have a different agenda, and Carl, Tranquility Pyramids, would have a different agenda on the purpose of the conferences. I know Marilyn would have a different purpose of the
Sorry,
of the
man. My allergies are bad right now in Colorado.
That's all good, man.
I
Can't help you
apologize
out.
about that.
Allergies.
Year-round
So
allergies. It's called onset allergies. If you believe in the things that get sprayed in the sky, that's where I think they're from, personally. But go ahead, my bad.
no. Where was I saying? So yeah, I mean, it's very professional. It's organized. So we got to give props to Robbie for that. Again, is the goal, the purpose the same as some of us would have? No, it's not. I mean, who am I to criticize? Like, hey, I don't like the purpose or the theme of this agenda. I mean, of this conference. I can't criticize because if I'm going to criticize, then I should stand up, get up to the plate and do it myself the way I want to do it, you know?
You're definitely correct on that, man. I think that the same thing. Like when I've been criticized so bad on some of the shows, some of the concerts I threw, some of the conferences I threw. I've been criticized over and over and over. Every conference I've been criticized on. But I did it. It went through. It was amazing. Everybody, I thought we all had a good time. Yeah, there were some skirmishes or whatever, but it's going to happen at any conference. You could throw a unicorn conference, and there's going to be a little skirmish going on. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
threw unicorn in.
Little girls are going to fight, and then the moms are going to get into a fight, and the dads are going to get involved.
I just threw that in there because True Stream Media, how they do she did that unicorn video a while back, and then now their new video is so funny. I just cracked up about it. That new one they just put out. I shared it a few times.
Yeah, how to have a famous YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I cracked up so bad on that video, man.
They did. I caught that one. I don't know why I clicked on that when it came on my feed. That was pretty funny.
And then I watched your video, the link you sent me, man, and it's true, man. All that stuff is true, dude. It's pretty crazy, man. Out of all my FE Mondays, I think this is number 9 or 10, and only one of them got demonetized, so it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, which one? What was the topic that day?
I don't remember. We did a 4-hour podcast between me and All Around and a coffee house, so I don't even remember. I've done so many of these videos. I don't remember what it was, to be honest with you. It's always about the FE movement. You know what I mean? All my topics are about the FE movement, but I don't know. I don't know what the topic was that day. I was gonna go back and listen to it and see why it got demonetized, but TubeBuddy, because I signed on with TubeBuddy. I don't know. Are you with TubeBuddy?
No, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's supposed to help you with your analytics and stuff. So they're checking into it. Why I got demonetized on that one.
Oh, wow.
It's a FE one. So everybody's getting demonetized on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the view counts are affected. The subs are being, you know, taken away. What
Oh
can you
yeah.
do about it, right? I mean, I'm not going to lose any sleep over, you know, having less views, less and less views, you know. Um, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I asked you about it because the reason I asked you about it is because uh, ever since I got monetized, all my views have went down. Like I used to get 1,000 or 2,000, you know what I mean, views right off the bat, and now I get a couple hundred views the first day or two. You know what I mean? And it just, I don't know if it's because I got monetized or what the deal was with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some correlation between the two, definitely. You're spitting out the truth. So you have the sub count to get monetized. So you go monetize your channel, and then, but you're talking truth that doesn't line up with the narrative that they want out there. So obviously they're gonna, you know, suppress your view count. And
Yeah, it's a
mm,
headache.
well, you know, my only advice is, yeah, exactly, Rick Swain, hashtag we do not consent. um, you know, just don't stress out about it, man. Like, you know, I mean, what do we get? I mean, the days of people making 500, 1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, making truther videos, those days are long gone. They ended 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I mean, any money made from YouTube, like I think I get, I'm supposed to get, even though I haven't got paid. They say I get like $2 or $3 from each video. Well, when will I ever see that, right? It's kind of like you go to the analytics and there it is. But so I don't even bother. I don't put any energy or any time into even looking at that.
Yeah, I'm still looking into analytics because I have to look at it for like because I'm on like four different because I'm a part of KBLP LLC, I'm part of a bunch of different channels, so I have to look at all those analytics to try to even them out so I can respond to the team that I work with, you know. So
Oh, okay.
that's the only reason I even look at them, you know, so I can make sure that we're on the right track, so I can report back to them because they all we all own part of that company at the because I work for the local radio station, you know. So I have to look at the different analytics just to make sure.
I hear you. I hear you. But you know, looking at those analytics, but I think YouTube's totally lying and making up numbers. They're suppressing numbers.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You could tell by what they show, and then when you go into the beta studio, what they have, you could tell it. You could tell right away, right off the bat. One video says I have 200 views on it, and then you go to the beta studio analytics, and it says I have 1,400 views. And I took pictures of it just so I could show people what YouTube's done to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they're gonna keep doing that. I mean, if people, I was thinking of mirroring that Eric Dubay video as well.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm sure people will be watching it. If you guys haven't seen it, go to Eric Dubay's channel and watch the latest video. I don't know if he made that one or he mirrored it. He didn't give credit to the source of the video. So it's a great video about what's happening in YouTube. A lot of the, you know, alternative thinking YouTubers or somebody took clips from them talking about YouTube censorship. So it's a great video. Maybe somebody could put a link in the chat. I don't know. We don't
A
have
lot
any.
of people, yeah. If you could put a link in the chat, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't. If it goes to like the spam, I'll go ahead and. Hey, I got the link. I'll just post it. Let me see. Let's see
Yeah,
if I
I
can switch
sent
over.
that to you yesterday.
Yeah. Do you remember which one? Which one did you send it to my work phone or my regular phone?
The one I talked to you on yesterday, probably a regular phone.
Oh, okay. Let me check it real quick. Oh, you know what? I can't share links from my regular phone for some oddball reason. I'll see if I'll send it to my other phone. That way,
There should be in your history on your desktop if you got the same Google account.
yeah, somebody else sent me the same link. I clicked on it. I was like, hey, Focker just sent me that link. Yeah, so if you're in the chat, guys, send it. Just post it in the link, and if I have to approve it later, I will. I don't know where it's. I got so many messages, guys. I'll sit here looking forever trying to find it.
Here, give me a wrench. I'll post it.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll send you a wrench right now. Oh, post something real quick for me, and then I'll send you a wrench.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. I got a wrench on your page, don't I?
No, I give everybody a wrench. You should have one.
I'm pretty sure I got a wrench. I've been on your page for a while. I've been bugging you for a while. You got a wrench now.
Okay, let me see my history here. I'll look that up. Oh, Vegan Warrior still going. I was listening to his stream as I was waiting to go, having my, eating and waiting to go live with you. They
Did you
were
see
talking about the police, so it was quite an interesting stream. I
who
gotta try to listen back to it. What's that?
who was talking about the police?
Vegan Warrior.
Oh, Vegan Warrior? Yeah, I was on Vegan Warrior was he let me go on his channel too, man. He's one shout out to Vegan Warrior.
There you go, there's the link.
All right, cool, man. We got a lot of people here. I don't know why anybody didn't send the link, the link. I know everybody here got the link. I know everybody who listens to me on a regular basis has the link, so I don't know why they didn't put it in there for us.
I think you need a wrench, so maybe they didn't want to try.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that one goes to Eric's channel. Here's the direct link to that video.
Okay. I know every time we bring up Eric debate, everybody gets all up in the air about it, but I don't have no problem with nobody, so I don't say nothing about anybody. You know what I mean?
I missed the gender bender documentary. Dang.
You see what I'm saying? I don't say nothing bad about nobody, man. If there's already a couple videos posted on me, and I don't even pay attention to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. It's a waste of energy, bro.
Yeah, it's like if they want to post something bad about me, cool, go ahead. It actually helps me. It helps me in the long run. Ike Diaz live. You need to take any break real quick for a second? Or are you good? Everything good?
Who, me?
Yeah, I was just gonna pop in my water real quick. So I know we just got a couple. Just go on for a little longer. I just want to get some more pop of water.
Yeah,
So
go ahead. We'll go another 5-10 minutes.
all right, sounds good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just giving me some pop of water. Hold on just a second. You got it. You'll be live, so just go ahead and spit your game, man.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty beat and haggard. Go ahead, go get your drink. I'll just talk to these people here. Who do we got here? Got a lot of people over here. Dominic, everybody's still here. Tanner, how many people we got watching here? Good, it's late. It's a late stream, another late one. It's my usual Focker time. I don't know what's happening here. Ah, shoot. My internet's really slow. It's pissing me off. Trying to click around and this is crazy slow. So thank you guys for being here. Where's the chat at? 12. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the morning. I was hoping to be in bed at 10:30, but I came home and just as I was leaving work, Ike gave me a call. He goes, "Yeah, let's go on." I go, "Okay." When I go home, we'll go on for a little bit, but I don't know how much longer I can stay awake. I'm a lightweight, you know what I mean, to live streaming. I get too tired, start yawning. I don't think I drank enough water today. That's why I'm yawning. Rick Swain's in Philadelphia, 4:07 a.m. You're crazy, motherfucker. The transgender agenda smacks the Mandela effect down flat for the sociological effect. Tanner Chalk says it's 4:08 in Michigan, 10:08 a.m. in Sweden for Lucas. IPS is people are dissing IPS, and I like listening to IPS. I don't know, it's a little. I think he's just a little weird, but I don't. Yeah, whatever. You know, when you have a different personality, people are going to have opinions about you. Damn, Lucas one. He's been up all night. Probably, yeah, binge watching YouTube.
Ike Diaz live with my good friend Flat Earth Focker. It goes down. It goes down. Colorado to Canada. You know how it goes. What's up, Flat Earth Focker?
Hey, I was just gonna say, you said you're in Denver, or where are you? Are you in Boulder area? Whereabouts are you?
I'm actually in the Northland area, but we transport back and forth from Denver to Boulder because we're in college up there.
Okay, so the Denver Boulder area meetup, I think they have it running regularly every 2 weeks or every month. Once you hit that up, that's one of the biggest meetups. They get like 50, 60 people at that meetup.
I think are you talking about the Fort Collins one where ODD runs?
Yeah.
That's the opposite direction. That's like a 2-hour drive north of me.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, Boulder's like 30 minutes from me.
And Fort Collins, let me Google that in a sec. Hold on.
Yeah, Fort Collins is a minute from me. Oh, you were talking about IPS. I've been listening to a lot of IPS. I actually turned around and did a 2-pack versus Kill the MC video. Just to and then Kill the MC flagged my video, man, or whatever. So I'm like I like what's like I said, Akil, if you want to do a song with me, if you want to meet up, if you want to do a show, let's do it. I'm just saying, 2-pack versus Kill the MC, who do you listen to? You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to either one, but
Yeah, that looks like a bit of a commute, but hey, if you wanted to hit up a meetup, not too far, you know, once in a while, once a month is worth the drive, bro. I know you're busy working. You got 8 kids. I
yeah.
guess they didn't have condoms when you were younger or something like that.
I started young. My 2 oldest were born when I was 13, man. So I got a long history, man. Like
Wow.
my brother was like, because I don't do a lot besides work, and he was like, "You don't go do nothing." He was all upset, and I'm like, "Dude, you've been living at home with your mama half your life. You know what I'm saying? I've been out of the house since I was 17. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not trying to offend anybody if you live with your parents. You know what I'm saying? That was between me and my brother. You know?
Wow. Man, you were you were smacking some ass at 13. Wow. What a pimp. No wonder you went into the music biz.
I actually got her pregnant before I was 13. To be honest with you.
Shut the fuck up, man. What kind of steroids were you having in your food and your meat that you're able to fucking father children at 12?
My son actually play. My son from her actually plays for the San Diego Chargers right now. I don't subscribe to sports no more because of the FE movement. Because I know it's all rigged now. And we talked about Zachary Hubbard earlier for a second. Yeah, I got his book, and I've listened to him for a while. You know what I mean? And I use the number system a lot because I'm a mathematician. I teach math. So it's pretty crazy. But I got some good kids, man. My youngest daughter, she's 18 and she's pregnant now, so I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? It'll be my 8th grandbaby, man.
Wow.
That's the one I was helping with her calculus tonight. She came over because she has a test tomorrow for calculus, and I was helping her out with her calculus test. So for her, I was getting her prepared for her calculus test, her AP calculus.
Man, what a stud. Well, I mean, you're working hard. You're living up to your duties as a father, right? Taking care of them.
Yeah, I try my best, man. My wife left me. My wife left me almost 10 years ago, man, for a good man. So a lot of people know my history on that. So I raised 5 of my kids by myself when she left me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So for the Bible readers, my wife left me for Jesus. So if you guys want to know, for new people to the chat who's never listened to me, my wife left me for Jesus. So. But I got the trifecta. I lost my mom, my wife, and my daughter all in a row the same week, man.
Oh, when your daughter passed away?
Yeah, my oldest daughter passed away at 19, man, and like any father would say, if I could trade places, I would trade right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the trifecta: my mom, my daughter, my wife, all in this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, dude.
Oh man. And your wife's still alive though. Dang.
No,
Oh no,
no,
she
she
passed
left me
away?
for Jesus, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
She
I got you now, man. I'm slow. Dang.
She was the first. She was the first one, and then right after, boom, my daughter, then my mom. So. But hey, I'm tough. My godmother's been there for me. You know what I mean, my Nina. So she. I was gonna ask you, what's your last name, if you don't mind me asking. I put my real last name on here.
Yeah, no, I don't put my last name on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. So
Those that got me on Facebook, they know my last name, so.
I thought we were friends on Facebook, but I think you're wrong. Text me your last name. That's my real name, Ike Diaz. Ike is short for Isaac.
My
I got
last name is Focker. How's
Focker,
that?
Matt Focker. No, that's cool, man. I do have a couple more things I wanted to talk to you about. Here's one big thing is, why do you think all the fighting's going on within the flat Earth community when we are all just on a mission to figure out what is going on here? What's your opinion on that?
Personalities, man. Fucking stunted emotions. That's what I think. And I've talked about it in my stream, and I'm sure you've heard me. I mean, the fighting's going on because people are emotionally stunted morons.
Yeah, definitely. I heard you talk about it a few times. But
Yeah, I mean,
I wrote on your chat this weekend. You know what I mean? I'm like right now, if you wanted to talk to whoever you wanted to talk to in the music business, we can call them right now. We could talk to them directly. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
the flat Earth community don't work like that. I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to me. Like Flat Earth, Focker, Coffee House, all around. They talk to me, but a lot of flat earthers won't respond to me, whether they're smaller YouTubers or bigger YouTubers. And I kind of put that in the same boat as people arguing in the flat Earth community. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, it's just personalities. We're socially engineered to fight. That's what we've been conditioned to do, is look for differences and attack each other. And it doesn't matter if you've waked up from the globe deception. Um, we're engineered to fight each other. Is this you studied at Metropolitan State University, lives in North Glen?
Yeah, that's where I got my associate's degree from.
Dude, we only have one mutual friend.
Really? I thought we were. Did you catch me on Ike League or Ike Diaz? My real name.
Ike Diaz.
Yeah, that's me. I had to start in. See, I had two YouTube pages. I had 76,000 followers or subscribers and 46,000. Everybody knows my story. I had 46,000 subscribers and I had 5,000 people on my Facebook, and I lost it all at the same time. So this channel is new because I had to start from scratch, man. If I could have just used my 76,000 uh, subscriber page, then things would be different right now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I did. I lost two big pages on YouTube. They took them all away, and I sent them a letter. Everything, they gave them back to me, but they took all my views off. They took all my likes off. They took all the subscribers away. They did everything. Because I had to have a big old fight with them and everything about it. They're back up now, but Facebook wouldn't give me back my page, so I had to start a new Facebook, man. So there's my story on my end. They took them all because they're all connected. It's all connected. So they took all that away from me, but it's no big deal. I know I could build this back up. The only thing is, those other were music pages, but if I could have turned them into the FE movement pages, I think that it would have been really good for all of us around. You know what I mean? Because I could have turned a lot of people in. I could have moved a lot of people over to the FE movement. I call it the FE movement or FE Monday, hashtag FE Monday. I try to stay away from the algorithms as much as possible.
Right on.
And I think part of people not responding to me is that they think I'm a newer channel when I really have been around YouTube for a lot of years. You know what I mean? And if you look at KBLP LLC 4, I have like 10,000 videos up, and I have probably about 100 videos just on the FE movement. I have like a couple hundred videos on it, but just people just don't really know because that's more of like it's more from music to encounters to just different. We have several podcasters, and we have like 20 different podcasts that we do. I do the
Okay.
jam. I do like old school music because I'm trying to stay away from all this bad stuff. So I still play like the old school, Al Green, Temptation, the old stuff, 60s, 70s, 80s stuff on my show. I do that every Saturday. This Saturday they did some changes, so I had to play one of my daughter's podcasts, the Lolita's jams. So, but I did go into mine, but I do mostly old school music. So, if you want to check out old school music with Ike Diaz, make sure to check out the jam on KBLP LLC on Speaker, iHeart, Spotify, Pandora. You can catch me at every location, so make sure you check it out. I get down with the good music. You can tell by my voice, Focker.
Yeah, for sure, man.
My voice is a little different than most people you listen to.
That's right, man. You got that radio voice.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, man. So it's pretty crazy, man. So let's get into one last thing, and this I wanted to save this for last because I think that us as being a part of this FE movement, we know mathematically what the Earth is shaped like. Why do people? I call it scientism. Why do people Why do people? Is it worshiping the heliocentric model? Is that what's going on? I can't understand because if you break it down mathematically with people, they just don't clue into it. So I want to ask you: do you think it's I don't know if you're into religion, and I don't care what people study as far as religion. That's their business. But as far as me, I do go by the Bible, which is a flat Earth handbook, and I've heard you talk about it before. And I study the Bible every day. Why do you think people worship this heliocentric model like it's a religion? And I know this is a big question.
Well, I mean, the conclusion I've come to is that basically they're NPCs. They're here. They're part of they're part of the matrix. They have base level emotions, but they don't have souls like us. They're actually shills for the matrix. They're part of the tentacles of the matrix, the system, and that's who we're dealing with, and that's why they worship and protect this heliocentric satanic globe model, because they are the children of this model. So they're a breed different than us. That's my conclusion, and I've been at this conclusion for I don't know how many months, maybe 5, 6 months now. And I had nothing. I haven't seen anything to change my opinion on that. So I think I had to, separate that these people are not like me, or I'm not like them, or those of us that can see. Yeah, like Lucas says here, they're Agent Smiths. They work for the Matrix. And here we are. We're good-hearted children of God. We have souls, but because we had so many veils put on over our eyes, we want to help these Agent Smiths out because we've seen the truth. But what we have to understand is they will never have the ability to see the truth, and it's not because of cognitive dissonance. It's not because of brainwashing and mind control with these people like it was for us. It's just that that's all they are programmed to see. Their program can't run at a different level. So that's my answer to that. And I know it's not a popular answer, and I do catch some flack from a lot of people for having this opinion, but ultimately I'm okay with that answer. And, my creator can judge me for being an asshole if I if I happen to be wrong. But I'm open to change my opinion if evidence is presented otherwise. And unfortunately, the last 4, 5, 6 months, no other evidence has been presented to make me actually, to change my opinion on that. In fact, everything that I see on a day to day, each passing day, just confirms that that is true. That the opinion, the conclusion I've come to is actually more and more true. That's just the signs I get each and every day. Dude, me and Sativa were in the mall today, so you gotta check this story out. So I'm outside, like I'm Mandela affected. I don't know if you're Mandela affected or not, but
Yes, I am.
you are. Okay, so I'm walking, I'm driving around. You see people on the street, and it's like, okay, they were kind of normal looking. As soon as I start walking into the mall from the outside, it was like, whoa, I'm in a fucking twilight zone. It's just like I shifted some reality, dude. 19 out of 20 people just look deformed. They look like alien. Like going back like 20 years to my reality, or even 10 years ago, I was just like, where the fuck am I? I know this sounds fucking mean as fuck, but I don't really care. I'm just giving you my reality. And it was like, wow. I was just looking at the bodies, the facial structure. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have the same deformed alien body right now because when I was in that mall, but I was just like, I went up to Joe and I was just like, dude, look at these people. They can't be fucking real. They're fucking aliens. It was bizarre. And then after I left the mall, it just changed again. It's like I changed. It's like I shifted realities or something where the people started looking normal again. I'm not even kidding you, Ike. Like I swear to God, these people were like from alien movies.
I've been through similar situations, man. I change realities daily, like and I try to tell people, man. I bring up the Mandela effect. I haven't done a Mandela effect show because when I do, I have to bring it up while it's live, and I'm gonna bring. I've written down pages and pages of Mandela effects, and I'm gonna be coming with a Mandela effect podcast. But I promised everybody I wouldn't do it till I had a legit one because I'm tired of all the same. It's all the same. Every time I watch a Mandela effect video, it's all the same Mandela effects we all know. So when I come, I want to come with a Mandela effect that's going to shock everybody, you know. And there's some out there that have. I've listened to some, Brian does awesome, you know what I mean, with his Mandela effects. I watch all his videos, but he does a lot of the same stuff over and over. But I understand because he gets new listeners all the time, so he has to repeat a lot of the stuff he's saying because that's the only way he can clue the new people in to catch them, get them up to speed, you know. So when I do it, I wanna come with like a really good live stream that I drop a bomb on people with the Mandela effect. I shouldn't have said the word that word. YouTube, that meant dropping something good on everybody. Saying catch me with the algorithm. That's an algorithm word. Did you look up the algorithm words, man?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there's a list over of 2,000 algorithm words that they pick up, man, that they flag. And that was one of them, one I just said, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you find this list?
It's on Google. Google, man. You just Google the list on Google and it'll pop up, man, and it'll tell you all the algorithm words.
Huh.
But I think you have to have I'm not saying TubeBuddy. It's something like TubeBuddy to get into the YouTube. It's a whole different YouTube thing, and you have to sign in and everything. I was going to ask you also, are you part of RFB's group that he made?
No, I'm not part of any group.
Yeah. No, it's just like a Facebook group or something he made.
No, I'm not. I'm not part of that.
Yeah.
I like listening to Richie once in a while. His videos come up on my feeds. Some of these videos disappeared from my feed, so I'll just look at my suggestions and watch maybe one video a day if I get a chance. I mean, just my go-to guy is Quantum of Conscience. That's got to be
I'm
that's a
pretty
given.
sure I'm subscribed to him. I've seen a lot of his videos.
Let me send you. I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the chat, and you could click on it and have that tab open.
Yeah, if I'm not subscribed, I'll make sure to subscribe. But I have watched the videos before that he puts out because it pops up in my feed. What I noticed is they're not putting the people in the FE movement in my feeds no more. When they
No.
That's how I was getting it, because I was getting like everybody was popping up. ODD, anybody you could name was popping up in my feeds. So I'd click on them, I'd watch them, I'd listen to them. I listen to them mostly because I'm on the go all the time, so I don't get to sit there and just watch the video, unless it's a informative video, like how Truth Stream Media puts out their videos where you have to sit there and watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
I say I always try to watch Truth Stream Media before I go to bed, that way I could watch it like a TV show.
Yeah.
But mostly like you, if you go on, I'm mostly listening to your broadcast. Sometimes I'll say hi real quick, but for the most part, you're in my headphone. At our old warehouse, I used to be able to play you live on our internet for all the workers.
What?
Our telecom.
You did that?
Yeah, I used to play you on my telecom at work, but we moved warehouses, so I can't do it no more.
Oh yeah, what did all your coworkers say?
They were just, cause they know I'm a flat earther, so they're, my whole point was to try to click it into their heads so that they would hopefully check things out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're trying to red pill them, right? Crack into their brain, man. Can you guys imagine somebody playing Flat Earth Focker, fucking me over their work telecom? That's just that's insane, bro.
There's like all warehouse, dude. We had like at least over 100 workers when I used to play these. When I used to play your live streams, your videos. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's something I did, and then we moved warehouse recently, so we don't have that anymore. So we don't have that option. So now I'm just in my headphones listening to you.
No man.
But it was easier when I could play it over the telecom, so I wouldn't have to wear my phone and my headphones and the whole little deal. It would turn that on, turn Flat Earth Focker on, and told everybody check it out. And, you know, I was in charge of it, so
Wow. That's,
it was pretty cool, dude. What were we talking about right now? I know sometimes I get off track, but I know you were getting into something before I interrupted you.
well, I was just talking about the NPCs. I mean, you asked me why people are so infatuated with this friggin' heliocentric religion, and I mean, we got to separate these people. Like, it's obvious. I mean, I guess you're having different success response from the people that you red pill. But as far as I can ascertain, it's just, they're a different breed, man. They're a different breed. So that's my answer to why they worship their cult religion, right?
Okay, I see. I see. I think that we're just in two different areas, and people respond differently.
Yeah, I mean, the demographics might have something to do with it. I mean, Colorado, everybody smokes weed, and maybe they're a little bit more open-minded. But I mean, a lot of people here in BC smoke weed, but I guess I don't really. I just find some of the weed smokers that I run into, for the most part, I know Sativa and me is not going to like this. They're just a bunch of brain dead, man. They've killed too many brain cells. A lot of the pot people that are chronic potheads. That's just my experience, man. I'm not saying all of them are. Some of them are really intelligent and functional, and they have their wits with them. But for the most part, all these chronic potheads, not all, but most of them that I run into, just seriously, that you can't have a conversation with them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, dude. The I was gonna tell you, dude. Yeah, we're a reefer state, man, but something that you may not know about me. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke reefer. I don't drink. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't vape. I don't do it. I'm kind of a boring person, man.
You just
So
you just fornicate a lot. You make babies.
I know everybody kind of, like I got a
That's
couple
a joke.
girlfriends in the chat and they get mad and they're like none of them, they're not committing to me, so they're just girlfriends. You know what I mean? They're here, they're listening to us right now. So I'm like, you know, it's if one, yeah, I'll commit to somebody, but they got to be serious. You know what I mean? I can't just you know, I can't. I don't know because I already been through it. I was with my wife for 19 years before she left me for Jesus. I say Jesus. Everybody says Yeshua and Jesus, and I just say Jesus because you can tell by my last name Diaz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, it's getting to be almost 2 o'clock here, bro. Any last questions here?
I do have a question that's kind of personal, and I hope that it don't go towards your your work stuff. But I wanted to know. I know you do skydiving. Are you're familiar with it? Um,
Yeah.
you kind of know that the Earth is flat from doing that, correctly? Like I know you have to. I know Neil deGrasse Tyson said at whatever 100,000 feet you can't tell that the Earth is flat or whatever. But I think that I still believe that at
Well, here's the thing. I'll answer your question this way. The fact that I'm a skydiver was one of the top 5 reasons I would say I broke the globe deception, the heliocentric deception. And it wasn't because of the curvature being on a skydiving plane, because I should see curvature at ground level. Okay. I mean, I don't care what anybody's saying, all this ground level, 6 feet, this or that. You can look at a horizon 50 fucking miles across, 80 kilometers across a horizon from ground level and see buildings, and there should be a tilt in the buildings. I don't give a fuck what kind of argument anybody wants to give me to say that's not true. Mac, you're out of your fucking mind. I don't give a fuck that you don't understand how a fucking sphere works. If you think 50 miles across, the buildings are going to be perfectly perpendicular to the ground, go fuck yourself, right? Go eat a dick if you think. Sorry, I know you don't like to cuss on your show, But
Thank you, Focker. I appreciate that.
but I'm gonna swear. So curvature. I know that I would see skylines and skyscrapers from ground level or 100 feet up or whatever, very close to ground. Curvature. Besides water not bending and NASA being full of shit and the sun and moon being obviously close, skydiving is the one thing that got me. That was the hammer to the nail of no motion. We have no motion because I'm going up an airplane over the drop zone. We take off. We're going up like this in a circle over the drop zone until we get to altitude and we jump out. And I'm in the air for 5 fucking minutes approximately. 1 minute of free fall and 3 to 5 minutes under my canopy, which is the parachute. So that's impossible on a spinning earth. So as a skydiver, it was the motion that just that like airplanes taking off, airplanes landing with the earth spinning, and the magic of gravity holding the air. I was like, this is impossible. And here I am going up in this plane, sometimes several times a day, making a circle over the drop zone, getting out. The earth should have spun a hundred kilometers.
Yeah.
Like from when I got out of the airplane, I should be landing 100 miles away from it. So that's what how skydiving helped me break the heliocentric deception, was the motion of the earth. Killed it.
Man, that's amazing, dude. Like I even seen you tell somebody you jump 20 feet in the air. Shouldn't you be 100 feet over or 1,000 feet? I seen you say something like that to somebody, and I use that in my activism now. What you said on that, and thinking about it, it's true, and I hope that's not part of your job.
No, it's not my job. I just do it as a hobby. So, I talk about skydiving. I flat smack some of the skydivers. I'm just amazed at how being a skydiver and being in an airplane like hundreds of times, some of these people thousands of times, and they still think they live on a spinning fucking ball. And the other thing with airplanes is if the earth is orbiting, not just spinning, and the airplanes, let's just say we're sideways, supposedly sideways, you and I in North America here, and the earth is orbiting, like, the earth is flying. So now gravity is pushing the air away. This is the airplane. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
earth is spinning and then traveling. Well, the airplane's here, so it's catching the airplane as it goes like that. But the earth is going 77,000 miles an hour. How is it not smashing into the airplane?
Let me ask you this: when that airplane was going, was it only going east or west?
What are skydiving planes?
When you do that, in the skydiving planes, or do they go in a circle?
Well, we take off, but we can't go too far away. So as the airplane's climbing up, it circles kind of around the drop zone.
Okay.
And then once it gets to over the drop zone, we go in a straight line, and then we start jumping out. Like groups start jumping out. After 7-8 seconds, one person goes, the plane will fly. The next person will jump out. That's just so we're not smashing into each other in the air. But yeah, being a skydiver was easy to understand that we're not moving, we're stationary.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be like 180 pounds of skydive, right, or something? Because I remember doing it back in the early 90s when I was thin, when I got out of high school.
No, there's no. I mean, to do a tandem jump, I think they have a maximum weight. I don't know what it is, 250 or 280 or something like that. There's only so much weight those canopies can hold. So two people, that's too much weight for those parachutes. But if you're by yourself, I mean, almost anybody can skydive. But I mean,
Hey, I'm a 300-pound gorilla, man. I got 20 pounds to lose then, because I'll do it.
You'll do it. Yeah, well, lose 50 pounds while you're at it. That'll even be better.
No, I'm on my way down, man. I got 3 gym passes, man, and I've been hitting the gym a lot, dude. So it's doing pretty good. You know what I mean? So, I'm over 6 foot tall, dude. How tall are you?
I'm exactly 6 feet.
Yeah, I'm about 6'1", 6'2", man. So, I was a little skinny guy, and then I blew up, man. I got with my wife, man. She made me fat. I got lazy. You know, the whole storyline, whatever. I
I
don't
know.
get too much into that.
As we get older, man, that weight just sticks to us, and we just start getting bigger and bigger. If I'm inactive for 2 weeks, I just start getting bigger, especially right in my gut area. Right,
Yeah,
right.
the crazy thing, man, is I do a lot of walking. I hit the gym, man, and the weight's just coming off like crazy. Like I said, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do any of that. But I do got a vice. I drink pop, man, to keep me awake.
Oh, pop. Oh,
I
that's gonna
don't even drink coffee, man.
pop. That's so that'll keep you the weight on, dude.
Yeah,
Cut down, maybe not so much, right? Just drink less of it.
yeah, I'm cutting back, man. That's why I could tell because I'm cutting back and I'm doing all this walking, hitting the gym. So the weights just like sliding off of me. I went to the doctor. They were shocked, you know. Both of my because I go to two different doctors. They were shocked and they were like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start showing everybody the results, man, because I've already dropped some weight, you know. So it's pretty cool. You can actually tell from my first videos, the my facial features, like the weight in it. You know what I mean? Like you could tell I was a little heavier. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. Excuse me. That was the pop.
The pop is so dangerous. All that sugar. Carl's saying it in the chat, dude. But like you can be healthy and then just drop dead from heart attacks and strokes and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm working my way off of it. I didn't see. I'll look at the chat later. I'm working my way away from it. Pop's hard to get off of, man. It's like people who smoke cigarettes. You try to stop smoking cigarettes, and you go through these withdrawals, man. Pop is the same way for people who don't.
yeah. It's very addictive, man. Pop is like a
That's why
crack.
I'm cutting back little by little on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit,
More water, less.
I should be just drinking beer instead of that because I used to be a beer drinker. I quit drinking 10 years ago.
Oh, good for you, man. Good for
Yeah,
you.
I just gave up beer. I don't do any of that stuff, man. I was like, man, you were up in Utah, man, and I was up in Grand Junction when you were in Utah, and I was like, shoot, I should just roll over there and go say what's up. I was doing a show down there, and
Oh, sweet.
I was like, man, I should roll over there and say what's up, or invite him to the show. You know what I mean?
How far is Grand Junction? Let me look that up.
Because I've done the drive before from Grand Junction because we did 2 night sets before Grand Junction to Utah, but I don't know what part of Utah you were in, so
I was in Ogden, Salt Lake, Ogden.
yeah. And Grand Junction, as far as I know, like we had drivers, so I don't know how we got there, but we got there quick to Grand Junction to the next show the next night.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of Utah's over here.
No, I'm talking about Grand Junction, though. Grand Junction, Colorado, too.
Oh yeah, man, that's about. I was up at Salt Lake, so no, that's a hefty drive by the looks of it.
Okay, because where we went in Grand Junction, I don't even know where we went, or to Utah. I mean, I don't even know where we went. I was sleeping half the time, man. We were in like a traveler's bus, but it seemed like we got there in like an hour wherever we were headed. But it was Utah.
Yeah, well, Grand Junction's right by the border there, so.
Yeah, so it was like an hour the next show for the next night. So yeah, man. I've said this before. I'm taking bookings again. I stopped taking. I haven't did bookings for like a year. I'm going to Phoenix here in July, August. In August, September. I got a show in Phoenix in September, so I'm taking bookings again. I stopped because of the flat Earth movement because that word "chill" goes around, and I don't want people calling me that because I came from that business over to flat Earth, so I don't want that name being thrown at me. And if it does, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? I'll accept it. But you know what I mean? I'm serious about the flat Earth movement, and look at I'm doing a FE movement podcast when they're trying to cut us away. You know what I mean? They're trying to send us away. But I still have 4 other platforms, so I'm not really worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this video may be demonetized, but I don't know because only out of all the FE Mondays I've done, only 1 are demonetized. So and they
Right
told
on.
me
Hey,
I
bro,
gotta,
it's
I know
like almost like 2 a.m. here, bro. We've been going for 2 hours.
I know it's cool. Sometimes I go to like 4 or 5 in the morning till I gotta go to work. But it's all golden, man. I thank you, Focker, man. You were awesome, man. You did a great broadcast with me. I can't wait to have you back on. I can't wait to be on your podcast. You know what I mean? On your live stream, man.
For sure, bro.
And I'll bring more. I'll bring more to the table. Tonight was just more questions for you, you know, to the audience that I have, so that they get to know who you are. Hopefully, they go over, subscribe to you. You know what I mean, and listen in. I know Just Me will. She's a moderator for like 19 people now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. You guys can sub Ike here. Check out his podcast he has. Who do we got here? We got Dave, Hinko, Sativa, Carl, Flat Earth Kid, Thirst for Truth, Poodle Lover, Dominic. Who else was there? I already said that. Flat Earth Hawaii was here earlier. Mark, well, I'll be fucked is here. So Team FE, everybody here that was in the chat. Cheers, man. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Tarmo was here. I forgot about him. Lucas. So yeah, thanks guys. Fucking almost 2 a.m. here. I'm gonna hit the hay, and thanks Ike. Thanks for inviting me on. Just last minute here, and it's a good chatting with you, man.
Thank you. Flat smacking on Monday with Flat Earth Focker.
All right, peace out, everybody.
I was trying to get him on maybe the next 2 weeks, but we at the last moment both went ahead and said let's do it tonight.
Yeah. All right, bro. Later.
All right, sounds good, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you for coming in. Ike Diaz live. I want to thank Flat Earth Focker for joining in with FE Monday. I hope everybody had a great time. Keep writing in the chat, guys, so I can come to your channel and subscribe to you. I will subscribe to everybody who was in the chat. You guys were all amazing. Thank you for commenting. If you had any questions for me, I will address the questions. And hey, thank you, man. Thank you, Lucas P. That's awesome, man. We threw it together at the last moment. We were gonna try the next Monday or the Monday after. I do FE Monday. Every Monday I do FE Monday. We call it FE Monday. # FE Monday. So if you can write # FE Monday, that'd be awesome, man. Because that's what we call it, # FE Monday. Because regardless whatever they're doing with the with trying to shut us down, we're still trying to move this forward so that we could you know, we want to promote to everybody, you know what I mean? Because we can't be stopped now, you know what I mean? We have too many numbers as far as the FE movement. So let's just keep moving forward. Let's keep moving together. Let's keep moving forward together, man. And you guys are all amazing. Ike Diaz live, FE Monday, # FE Monday, so everybody knows. Everybody thank you, Lucas P. That is awesome, man. And please join the chat again. Yeah, you could catch me at Ike Diaz on Facebook, IKIE Diaz. You can catch me at Ike League on Facebook, IKIELEAGEUE. You could check out our group, KBLP LLC. I'll share it with you guys real quick. I'll share it so that you guys can see our excuse me. Just give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna share it real quick. That way, I want you guys to just join. Say you're from YouTube, and that way I can accept you, because I get so many requests, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So let me share this real quick so you guys can see what we're doing here, because we have a lot going on. We have 4 other channels that we're promoting too, guys. So, okay. Oh, sorry about that. I typed in YouTube again instead of make sure you smash the like button for me, smash the subscribe, guys. That way you can get notified of what we're doing here. So, oh, I just got to share. I'm not even tired. Present to everyone. Let me present to you guys. So this is the Ike League page. If you guys would hit the friend button here, that'd be awesome. Just let me know. Put a little message in, say you're from YouTube. You're one of my YouTube friends, so that will be cool. And then let me get over here to my personal page, which I had to start over when they took my 2 big YouTube channels away. So I only have like 500 friends on this page, but I'm growing again. I had 5,000 originally. So this is the page. Make sure you subscribe to this one. Ike Diaz, that's what it is. You see me with the gas mask because I am a prepper too, on top of everything. I know a lot of you guys are probably preppers yourself, so make sure you join in with me. That way you keep up with me. I got a lot of interesting things that I'm trying to present to everybody, so it's really good. Let me take you to the KBLP real quick. Make sure to join KBLP so you can keep up to date with all of our broadcasts from all of our different platforms that we got. Because we're on Spotify, Pandora. You can reach us at all kinds of things. So, oh shoot, what I do? Did I click on it? Jeez. My computer acts a little crazy, guys. Yeah, you can get me on Patreon too. It's supposed to be in my link, guys. You can catch me on Patreon. I'm on Patreon. I had to set up a new Patreon. My original Patreon, something happened to that too, and all this stuff happened together. The Patreon got shut down. The ideas everything got shut down. So I had to restart everything. So it's okay though. So right here you got KBLP LLC. If you guys could become a member, that would be awesome. I'll accept you right away as soon as I see it. It might take a while. You see what I mean? I got like 16 friends waiting to be accepted. But when you click on here, there's like 200. But I'll accept all the YouTubers first. Everybody from YouTube I'll accept. So everybody who came from YouTube, you will be the first accepted to the channel, to the page. So I really appreciate that, guys. And then the big league promotions. Let me see if I can light that up real quick. That'll be the last thing I do, and then I'll get out of here. And I apologize about my nose. I'm stuffy. It's Colorado with the bad allergies. They call it I used to have seasonal allergies when I was a kid. Now they call it adult onset allergies, where you have allergies year round. So make sure you stop by Big League Promotions and just add to it, and I will accept you immediately, guys, as soon as I see it. You'll see me. There's a picture of me with a couple of my friends. I did the Easy E. It's open. I did the Easy E, the universe according to Ike. So this is the page, so that way you don't get lost, guys. I will be back. The universe according to Ike. So make sure you check out my live streams. I have a 5 set of live streams coming up. Make sure you check out all the live streams that I have because they're pretty cool. And once again, thank you. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to thank everybody here in a second. And thank you for joining in because you guys are all amazing. Ike Diaz Live, the place to be. The place to be is with me, with Ike Diaz Live. Thank you again to Flatterer Focker for coming on with me and spitting his game. No, putting everything together for me. Really professional. He really did a really great job, and I'm really thankful for it. And I'm thankful for everybody who joined the chat because you guys are all amazing. You guys have done a wonderful job, and I will talk to you soon. Ike Diaz Live. Have a great evening, guys.